So everyone always wants to know how insurance works with a boat and everything like that. Yeah, getting the insurance, everyone has to go through that process to get it if they have a loan out on the boat, or if they want insurance for coverage of their boat. But if you actually have to use it, it's a different story. You know, we lost our rudder coming in one of the channels in South Carolina going over to Skull Creek Marina. We called in, we did all that stuff. That night and the next day I was talking with the insurance company and submitted a claim in for the insurance company to try to get the rudder and everything fixed and anything else that was damaged during the towing. Well, we got through that process, and because we just bought the boat, our insurance policy obviously was flagged because we literally just had the insurance policy for, I don't even think we had it for a full month yet, and I'm already submitting a claim. So I had to go through the whole process, investigate it, we'll call it. So I had to do a virtual interview, kind of like with their lawyers, and our insurance company is Geico Marine. So when I did the back and forth emails and phone calls with the claim rep, and then with their lawyers, I did pretty much talk to them, got them all the information they needed, and they justified that no, we were not trying to fraud the insurance by doing a claim so quickly. It kind of, the bad thing was we kind of found out my husband's license was suspended at that point, because when we filled out the paperwork, we didn't know him, we haven't had no suspended license, no tickets, no nothing like that, but we found out that he had a warning ticket for his trailer. We fixed the trailer lights and never went back to, like, actually, I guess we had to obviously go to the court and show them we fixed the lights. Well, I guess somewhere in between that time frame, about 2 or 3 months later, the cop or whatever, however the process was, they submitted that warning ticket and turned it into a ticket. We never got the ticket. We never got anything in the mail. We never got anything. And we re-registered the trailer within that time frame. And then we found out that his license got suspended because failure to pay a trailer light ticket because the trailer lights were messed up. And so we literally got all that fixed when I had that interview. It was on a Friday. We got him back home from work, and we went to pretty much the courthouse, DMV, everything, paid the tickets. Literally within, I would say, probably about 2.5, 3 hours, we got everything fixed, resolved, and his license back, everything. And we sent it over to the insurance company, their lawyers, everything like that. So, and at that point, they deemed we're getting all the information as quick as possible, getting everything they needed, and they justified that we are not frauding them. But that was kind of I don't know, I guess it's like that catch-22. Thank God it happened, because then we realized he had a suspended license, but it sucks because we had to go through the insurance company painful process. So that was back when we did the claim in October, November time frame, and then we had to wait for the insurance company surveyor to go to the boat and do their survey. So they did their survey, and they submit their survey to the insurance company. We don't know what they usually put. If you have a nice survey, he will stay in contact with you through email or text or something like that, and let him know, to let you know what he submitted. He submitted, we'll just say, about $25,000 worth of damage and a $5,000 buffer in case unforeseen events. Well, the boatyard hadn't done their inspection yet. They were so backed up with all the transient boats going back and forth and maintenance and so on and so forth. They didn't get to their inspection until the end of December, beginning of January. It was probably, and then by the time they did all theirs and then write up the quote, it was about the middle of January when I actually received that quote. The price was completely different. I mean, they had everything down to detail, and they seen all the cracks and seen where everything is. They pulled everything up, pulled as much as they could apart, because I haven't really authorized them to do any type of repairs yet, because they only will work on the boat until you give them authorization. Well, their quote, including crane, lift, and everything, because the boat's already out of the water, to lift the boat up to get the mast off, and then because they got to remove the keel. You don't want to have the mast on because it'll tip over. It won't be balanced. Everything's got to go that, and the cost of all that stuff, and ended up being about $60,000 worth of damage, maintenance, repair. Most of it was, you're talking about $20,000 worth of fiberglass repair, cutting everything out, breaking it all down, make sure and all the cracks and everything, because we found out there was some cracking inside, but I guess no water leakage. So I don't know, because I guess you got the boat in like the layers, I believe. Like you kind of had the bottom and then like the grid and then like some more fiberglass and stuff like that. So there's cracking like within the several layers, but nothing like split through completely to where I guess water was leaking into the boat. Because there was that little bit of cracking right by the keel in the front from where the rudder went off and we hit again and we hit the keel. So that's that point. So we have a $30,000 difference, and at the point we are right now is where they got our quote. I gave that to the insurance company, and the insurance company reopened it back up so they could send it back to the surveyor. And now the surveyor that originally did the inspection for the insurance company, they have that. We're still waiting, and it's been probably, I would say, 2 weeks now, and we're still kind of waiting back to hear word and find out what they're going to do on that point. And we actually went to go see the boat yesterday because they already had everything pulled out, the false floors removed, so we can actually see under there where the actual keel bolts come up and see where there's cracking and everything. And as we go through this video, I'll show you some of the video footage when we're playing around trying to find like all the cracks and look for everything. I took those videos and the pictures I took, and I sent those to the insurance company and the surveyor, so he has more information and more visuals of damage than what was just in a piece of paper quote and what he wasn't able to see. So that hopefully will help justify on what needs to be repaired and what doesn't. We'll probably have to figure out if they come down. Obviously, I don't think they're going to pay $60,000 worth of repairs. So when we're going to have to decide at whatever point, whatever the insurance gives us for parts and labor, then we're going to have to decide what we're going to get fixed. Obviously, if we can get enough fixed to where we get the rudder fixed and the keel, everything bolted back on, and the whole bottom kind of done and the outside done where it's pretty much floatable, and we can get it down and sail it to Florida because it's in Georgia right now being repaired, so in Florida, and then we can do the fiberglass repair and do anything for the inside and so that would save a lot on the repair cost for the fiberglass. I mean, we're gonna have to pay for some because they got to cut into it and do some repairs, but the majority of it, I mean, I figure obviously we'll find out later on what the, I guess, cost is going to be that the insurance is going to give us. So that's kind of the point we're right now. So we'll go through and I'll show you some of the video footage of what we've seen from the inside.
So we're on our way to Georgia to go check on the boat. First time I've seen it since we got it to the boat yard after we grounded real hard coming into Savannah last year. Got everybody with us. My beautiful wife. Y'all gotta say something.
The app said it was.
Got the rest of the varmints back there on their electronics. They're down there. Got our salty dog. Mark.
The app said it was 13 degrees.
We're gonna go check it out. See if we can get a grasp on the extent of the damage, and then pull some measurements for the battery bank upgrade, solar, and the bunks that we need to build for the kids, and making it more livable, and take a look at the rudder and pull measurements so we can double check everything on that. We have arrived. There's our sailboat. Everybody's eating some fried chicken. Popeye's fried chicken. Popeye's is way better in Georgia than Florida.
That's because we don't want to get out of the truck because it's 50 degrees out. That's Floridians don't like the cold.
That's why we're going to be heading to the tropics. Oh, it's a starboard boat. Her name is Beatrix. The last owner, original name was Edelweiss.
They moved her. She was at the back of the yard back there, and they put the larger boats back there. And they moved our boat over here by the tent because I think they needed to access a lot of stuff when they did their inspection. But there she stands. The rudder, missing rudder obviously. And we've seen the damage on the inside where it started pulling some of the fiberglass up, especially underneath where it was right here. This is where just some of the fiberglass ripping. We didn't know if it went all the way through. I think it's just the stress of pulling everything, just the weight and hitting, and how it's everything separated.
Water. There was like a 1/2 inch gap right there. And between the keel, not the rudder, the keel and the half keel, partial keel, that's fiberglass damage right here. This was actually opened up a little bit before they set it down on it, which is kind of good. You can kind of grind that away and fix it right where it's at. Figure out how to anchor the keel back. The bolts have it stripped out. Other than that, this keel is solid. Chipping off, this ain't no big deal. That's not the fiberglass. It's not even fiberglass. Like what some people talk about, fiberglass bubbling or spots where fiberglass is being damaged. That's not fiberglass damage there. That's just where they didn't sand when they coated it with this ablative paint. That's just chipping out. Poor coat. Yeah, like this chipping and stuff ain't nothing to do with the quality of the fiberglass or the hull itself. This is just, they didn't do like a good prep and prime whenever they did.
They said they put so many layers on it and they didn't scrape it the last couple times, and they just kept putting more and more on it, that it needs to be scraped when we do it.
Yeah, because that's the original like prime paint gel cap there.
There's no zinc left on it.
What's a zinc?
The thing to stop your boat from becoming electrified.
Let's go look at rudder snap clean off, which is good that the rudder snap clean off. It didn't destroy the rudder housing and have to rebuild the whole ass end of the boat. Hopefully.
I see where the wood teared.
Yeah, look at this fiberglass. Snap clean off.
Huh?
Same height.
Yeah. Time up, we want it to. Here, hold the camera. I'll grab the ladder.
Hey, you can tell it's windy. Tell we just got done with the rainstorms. The winds are whipping through these tents.
Oh, here's our baby. Everything's still here. Looks good. We need to definitely pull them lines and wrap that front head sail. Cracked over there. Depending, like they said, depending on, like, they're gonna have to remove the generator just to be able to fiberglass, sand all that out, grind it out, repair it back to original. Type LP water lock. Water from coming back into the boat through the exhaust, I think.
Hey, what do we got? So all the cracking under the generator right there. You got all the bolts. It doesn't look like there's anything cracked here. The only part that's cracked is where it was pretty much hit and it bowed it right under the compartment. Yeah.
That keel support where it cracked behind the keel, the hole cracked behind the keel, and that caused the keel to kind of bounce around and damage that fiberglass right there.
Yeah.
So it separated and cracked from the keel pulling it, where it broke, the hole broke, snapped at the back of the keel right there, which, like, I was more worried about like catastrophic type grinding, but
that's why they were hoping they can scope under it and not have to pull the generator out, so they can just check back there and go back.
Yeah, it looks like they can either pull that out or drill a hole and put a scope in there and look inside, because the actual crack in the hole is underneath.
Yeah.
You know, like another 12 inches back, but fiberglass.
Yeah.
Fiberglass all that shit back together.
Yeah. Like once you grind it all back, I mean, you probably see more of a...
One thing you notice too is like this bolt's way up here real high, and look how far down that keel goes over there to bilge. goes down inside that kill compartment.
Oh yeah, that one's
Yeah.
that far, and then it comes down to this one and goes all the way to this one. Well, we got a long. Let's see if we can get under here a little bit.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, there's some right there. Under
I'm
here.
stuck over here. I can't see shit. You had a good spot.
That's just regular fiberglass.
Yeah, but it
It's
doesn't
like,
extend this far into the hole.
yeah, there's
Underneath
right
those
there.
pipes. I can't see it on your camera. There it
Yeah,
is.
right there it is.
There.
Yeah, there's a little crack right there. I don't know how bad it is. It might be just a little stress crack, but
Yeah.
that could be where from the other compartment on the other side where the
The grid.
yeah.
Like that cross grid and the keel.
yeah.
It's got
So that means
possibly some stress cracks all the way up to here too.
well, yeah, you got that little this blue. See how the dye or whatever is from that blue and stuff like that. You can see the little cracking right there. That's in the corners, but that could just be I don't know, kind of like where they molded
The way
it
the
together or
bolt was
something.
built,
Yeah.
But it is like crack, gel coat painting, cracking, whatever.
And then if
Then you got, oh look, there's a compartment right here that's covered. You can access the inside of that grid thing
there we
too.
go. Let's see, back there. It's down there.
I didn't take the ladder off. Took the ladder off, we pulled that thing out.
Can't tell if it's cracking down there. Why they would want to do a scope? It's so much easier.
Yeah, I just didn't even want to scope underneath the generator to see if it's necessary to pull that generator.
Oh
for
shoot,
any
there is
reason.
cracking on that side.
Which side? Your side?
The back side, my left side over here. Alright, this is in the back, coming off the back of the boat.
See, I really don't
Where the
think
rudder
that's
is.
damn- I think that's just literally a shitty job.
I don't know. But that, well, either way, it's
Fiberglass
split.
just popped off. Oh yeah, let's get it fixed and everything. If they're gonna.
Oh
charge
yeah,
us.
it's, no, it's like even where, it's like
the
stress
same thing on
cracked
this
on
side,
the
too.
rudder area, the manual,
No, like this. This really shit.
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah, that just
it
like
was
popped
like
off.
nothing, like it wasn't done properly.
Yeah,
The fiberglass didn't break, it just popped off the wood like a band-aid gets pulled
yeah.
off. Talking about a band-aid, I hate band-aids, they're disgusting. Look at that one.
Yep.
Anyway. You'd think they would have that built a lot better considering our rudder's attached back here.
I know.